Okay, so then what do you do once you have all this information? So basically, there's a few steps that you need to consider, before a decision is made if we're going to sell the product or not, right? So the first thing that you want to do is you want to grab the ASIN. You want to grab the ASIN and just do some data comparison. So I already have a Amazon window open. So you want to search the ASIN. So here's the product, right? And then you want to look at the information. Does the information match what the software is telling me? So the sales rank right now, let's make this a number. So the sales rank is, it's really high, right? So you want to come down here and you want to, confirm, that may be the case. So here's the sales rank, 172,000 in pet supply. It's pretty accurate. It's the same one. So, that is correct. And you also want to see, who are the sellers, and it looks like there's only one seller. There is no other competition, which is good. You want to look at the price. It's $8.55, and that's exactly the price that is coming from Amazon. So far the price, the sales rank, and the number of competitors is making sense. So this is exactly what you want to do. You want to make sure the data is matching up with what Amazon is telling us. Now, another thing you want to check is whether or not the item is profitable, right? So there's a few tools that we can use. So one of them is the FBA calculator, right? So I like using the FBA calculator because it kind of gives you a very good idea of what to expect as far as costs when you want to do FBA, right? So in this example, this is if we're doing FBA, not drop shipping. Okay, so sometimes it'll do this, it'll ask you for some information about the product. So for that, we can go back to the listing, and maybe it's here, maybe it's not. See, it's missing. That's why it's asking you for it. So let's just put some dummy values, for now. So 12 by 6 by 3, and then let's say that it weighs 1 pound, right? So okay, so once you have that information, then that's how it's going to know how to calculate for the FBA fees. So the item price, so there's your fulfillment, which is basically I'm doing all the shipping, and then there's Amazon fulfillment, where I'm sending the product to Amazon and they're doing everything else. So if we're talking about FBA, I'm always going to use Amazon fulfillment. So let's say this item is going to cost us $1, okay? And then so the ship to Amazon, how much you're gonna pay for shipping, we'll just estimate that as 50 cents. And then average inventory unit store, we can leave that as a default. And then the cost of the product. So I'm sorry, I did it the other way around. So the price of the product goes here, $8.55. So 55 cents. And then let's say it's gonna cost me $1, right? That's an assumption. So then when you hit calculate, this is the data you want to look at. So now it's telling me what the net profit is going to be. So it's 57 cents, and that's a margin of about 6%, right? So this is the information that you want to be able to validate, to make sure that the information that the software is going to be calculating in this column, it's making sense. Obviously, this is not the right number, and that's why the number is totally incorrect. So this is how you're going to verify the profit margin and the expected profit, once you fit this information out. So here you get the the selling fee is about $1.28, and then your fulfillment fee is $4.90. So the total cost for me to sell the item is $5.40. And there's a monthly 30 cents storage fee. So in total, my fees with Amazon is $5.80. So we need to keep that into consideration. The fees, and obviously we have to leave room for profit. So that's why the whole drop shipping and the additional money that they charge for drop shipping is not really very lucrative, because I have to add that on top of what could be my profit. So that is one of the next steps to follow. Now in the next video, I'll go into some more detail on next steps.